Yes, for them, but we might not be running the conventional because we have the IT skill that are actually praised and figuring and with the actually let's get prevented on still for like picking up your by different coming and defeating chin and then taking on general stability on the practice. That person might be still that actually praised that like would definitely take out chin that like and if it would have strong mindset might be this definitely eventually to change while Peter engineer would be fighting off against Dennis like in to that element. For example, like them like Peter and person like all by himself might be desperately trying attempting to like train by himself to like somehow be able to for him to be able to like regain that access to the relationship or and for like that they will that Peter might be able to Peter makes that person feel that they take out things might be that would give like representatives that they will train. Yes, that leaving friends right now that yes, might have been felt that is leaving that so remaining bound members like some no more purpose towards that gym role might along the lines like might have felt like Argentinians that create like for dolls like at that point like gym might have felt that yes no more need for that remaining bound member and straight away like after taking out maybe gym might have straight away given the orders to that gyms like uniform army of God who straight away attack and take out the remaining found members might have been what might have happened, certainly not the rendition. So certainly that definitely I would think those newborn dolls might be exceptions from as well, might be let's say definitely not the rendition. And definitely that as that newborn dolls might have focus like the power combined strength of that losing of thought as well as that Jim dolls might be that is definitely not the rendition. So definitely I would think that they like this army of like newborn thought at that point that might have staged up for like the remaining bound at the time like the remaining bound members might have just not been not been like ending again. So for the strength of like the newborn thought and might have also taken up might have been what kind of happens especially months anyone. This might be the reason for that the other person like being unable to like detect any of like the bound maybe due to the reason and definitely think like since in like change is like the change is not about that like separate from just like dolls it's like change having like dolls was that fuels form like the police maybe due to this reason that there while being able to like detect like we are being able to detect other bounds like might have definitely not being able to like detect change at all might be like that is solely due to like them being just like dolls and bound fuel forms might be like the reason especially of cognitive challenges with all the time. So like this might be the reason for like internet person like being able to like being unable to detect any of like the bounds like especially my primary and definitely able to find that market region of might have definitely still managed to like escape even though one region of might have gotten planning to there like and so the things might have been the case that no while all the remaining town members might have been gotten taken out like one region of alone might have barely managed to like survive and also looking without a created that marketing that basically that training that the pictures are that it's working through and that is showing up without the created that showing up sadly into them and it's like the scenario then making all of it and other things. Also, I'm still thinking about the that since it was that there is love towards graduation is that has a certain like deciding to that few was like my representation for like for the remaining town members of like Gen as well. So at that time I have badly fond of that few with their dog, but like they might have not been able might feel that due to their bound not having any love towards that because bound members might be that the case that reason. But let's take in the case of like Jim having used with his dog like the with his dog like I'm referring that the actuality of the situation might be most likely love might have not been that fact, but it's like I'm remember that might have been that fact walk in like the past between that the Quincy and that around which might have taken out like which I think that had taken out like the majority of like amount like at that point might be after soon after that election might have that most likely there might have existed this like secret and forbidden that some sort of like spiritual item in like the group of like the I kind of observed like a group of bounds which might have contained like a to enable a bound to like fuse a single bound to fuse with that bound so it might be like a real communal storage and it might be all the way back then that thing might have relied on this device for Jin to be able to that use with that Jin dot as well as crust as well. That device might have like the power to like use the crust as well with like the crust as well as mixed all with like the power and like Jin might have used that spiritual kind of like an item to be able to like have that fusion happen to Jin might be what might have happened. It's definitely my own theory. Okay, so like the same thing right now is like it's for like the things that you do like to go for you who doesn't know about like the know so those like and so listen what the left side was in that you was like playing the thought that it was has was like was keeping a secret from them other than the time that it was actually playing with thought. So the nights like I'm looking right now that you will straight away assuming and that you will straight away without me repetition telling Ichigo that like she wants to play dog with like Ichigo. She wants to like play dog with like Ichigo. So along the line like Yusu would be like basically telling Ichigo and I'm looking like Ichigo going right and like getting essentially flashing at Yusu getting embarrassment like Ichigo only pushing Yusu away and crossing the door like the scenario and I'm looking at man. I'm talking about like Yusu she would definitely that casually that saying in front of like Karen and it was our sister Karen as well as that was part of like the finale ceremony. So like definitely I'm during one like Ichigo would be going simply going downstairs for like dinner like so looking for like Karen as well as like it was father like absolutely like making fun of like Ichigo and I'm also bringing at that point so like Ichigo wondering to figure out and investment Ichigo to pay ownership back from dinner to his like own like and then we closing the door like we can argue that I'm looking at that point I'm looking like and at that point, sort of, yeah, as well as all the work like together, like making fun of like it was like the scenarios that are just about me about the demos. So yes, like I definitely still believe in information and like that my doubt was likely way back my doubt one day my doubt since like the presence of bounds and my doubt should be my doubt should be gone up to like check it out and at that point my doubt found Joseph and like basically at that point like that might have been an interaction between like might have gone up to like fight you know might have been like it is like something different from like the bounds might have been like it's definitely one thing but like might have been version of alone that might have been written practice and that location definitely known to them. So definitely that might have been an interaction between like Rahara and you also know this like Rahara might have came to the realization that language is like a good is like a good sound that means absolutely no point. Might be along the lines that Rahara might have felt at that point. So like at that point that Rahara might have uh, decided to like create a plan to like stealthily train Ichigo to get Ichigo to stealthily train and get Ichigo stronger for that eventual ultimate battle against that Titan that Ohara might have planned the way back then stuff remember. In that way, Ohara might have created like the more souls like Liren, Nova as well as that Naruto. And Ohara might have played better like the how detection system onto like the train of the Sunday three that Ohara then might have straight away even contacted that yeah, as well as that can do as well as like another as well to work together to that step the that was our plan to that steadily trying to them and get this one stronger by like creating a situation in front of us and take situations in front of that to go into for into trying to go into that thing that it goes that friends within that thing by the modes as well as that by these lacking serious lack so signs that by this lacking serious bound might be along the lines that might have planned it might be way back and it might be part of this plan that like I'm exploring that Arutya as well as like can just gonna stand out of board as well as like implementing like basically all of us are like basically exactly showing up into that around like the same time into like the world of then making step game on the kind of thing in like the case of like Arutya definitely and like the plan of that for Hara like the point where it might have been when like Hara might have realized that basically that there are no bounds and like the other bounds are not the kind of bound like those, so like that way, one different machine that it might have been with like the end of like Funagawa and Funagawa like that way interfering with like the plans of like plans for around which like as well as like yeah as well as like another horse might be involved in that. Might have been all that plan might have stuff like get destroyed from like the moment that Tonagawa might have interfered, might have been what might have happened to the and it might have been what might have happened to the lead of the Kremlin. So like definitely Russia might be totally having that as to kill towards that from doing all this to like to go because of that yeah will be might be feeling that this like has been too much out of like Ichigo for like the failure of like the soldiers and like the societies that failure on their part to like stop things and for that like this even after like Ichigo at like at such extreme risk and usually going through all that different situations solely to like rescue yeah for like that like straight away like they will even push it to stealthy threat and push it into elaborately secretly train and basically it's about to elaborately that they both like the next task and that will even through the rate on it's about to elaborately stop even like that you might be creating a feeling of that as within that yeah might be that the anxiety of the situation is definitely and that way, according to my personal theory and question, like Rakana might have even in like the past might have been able to like strike such a deal with that skill that most likely stealthily trained is go most likely due to that like basically won't take something into kind of thing that they would being the friend to have something like some new experience and new thing experience in like other plans just doing that the missions of like Jin alone and foundation of lecture alone that can basically being in an isolated kind of state with a good like interactions with like only about alone like basically like so like seeking help from that might have been something that would might have seen as like a great opportunity to like only to alive and have more experience in that area. Like might be something like Yoshino might have felt so like Yoshino might have eagerly and excitedly might have agreed to like Ranata at that point to the extent we frame Ichigo back then might have been what might have happened. That might be how like the fight initial fight between like Yoshino and Ichigo might have happened. I think in like the book of yeah or collectively according to exactly might have been according to that Murahara discovery plan to liberate when might have been it's definitely might was very okay, so name of the revolution right now is for lack by your point of to be exactly why Jaren and Kamado would be like executing like the new job or say party on like the that I was protecting by Sherpa doing exactly at that point that that the actual newborn thoughts of that gene to be showing up that and then there are like those folks should be showing up to that exact location where it's not that I'm looking at bring it again Dr. Bring at that point one of the exactly newborn actual newborn dolls uh that affecting in their exactly in their and they flying away from their like scenario that I'm looking at so it's go and at that point would be confused. But like I said, then at that point, while getting a instead away would be shouting out that stuff. So like at that point, so the such scenario were that way that these actual newborn thoughts of like general thoughts and gender likely sending giving them the orders to find and abduct one of like the member from that which is going to team might be around the time like the order that Sim might have given to that the arm of that newborn dog might be the case one person that I'm and I'm going to protect maybe that with this that the case of the new arm with the newborn dog of Jin that they might be able to that remotely see everything. It's like army of that flying newborn dog might be edited, might be seen with, might be also the case of Demon Thread. So that way, like change that carrying out like the I was left so that moves on about the carrying out like ownership of that leader front of like the given race like personality that is the political. So the player was more violent that sad as well as that opinion would be running back to like what that personality that but then as well like witnessing like the abortion or like where that personality that improved and they are different as Jim plan might be to like most likely out of or until like Jim that person might be bonding still by affecting one of like the members of like if you are so that way you that Jim might be noticed definitely for that to like certain like the delivering of like Jim philosophy like and towards like exactly what it's going to like and towards exactly what next thing you will want it. would be along the lines like Jim might be planning and like Jim might be wanting for himself to like take out maybe Kisura, and that way like for Kisura as well to get more into that and basically to show up in front of like Jim might be around the lines like Jim might be personal for hero for him and like but that person like Jim might be feeling extremely more confident and Jim might be wanting himself to like take out at that point to like take out like then that like it's going to might be along the lines like Jim might be totally planning exactly might be very interesting and maybe that Jim might have that person might have figured out a way to that and that's it like Jim have been able to be like speaking strong Christian power like basically in order to like so like in order to that create maybe more newborn start to like newborn short like in the maybe with this kind of build up of in lab carrying out like that's an opportunity of lab and that uh that generally what was an art that I'm developing when I was also, my very emphasis of that the possibility of that by then that exactly by then that so after that learning would be getting affected away that and bring that not into that and the team of that as well as when we that coming back to that house homes like in that the body to like this another that and by the land so different that most likely while investigating that since mentioned that most likely having figured out that social documents or like information connected to which like it might have been connected and then just like mentioned like everything like finding out about like how to learn and feel that gen from like trust as well as like actual thought. The key to that like is most likely it might be most likely some sort of like precise method to like undo that creating question. So that for the brain most likely that by the time that Urahara and Ranju were turning back like Urahara could have figured out the crucial information about it's like also like the illusionary that and the brain cannot end. Also, definitely might have very interesting for like most likely for like each of like the current army of like the world of Jin, so they have in that accelerated phase of like growth might be that the case that they don't understand. So like each of those folks that can do that by the next time that you are through the facing of pain like Jin, I'm going to bring that and then getting that talking on a different price of like each of those that the newborn or army of next gen that growing pick up by then having the pick up in price and like basically having taking that and integrating larger form by then just letting it not better and throw the pain on the today, so that the other possibilities that are the for that which was like classmate like that so that person like you can see that the environment like so it was like so that the so like the development by the way like it was like person time it was like interacting with like that classmate as it was that might have like better in like it's just like different power innate that the power is getting awakened definitely not very much and that way like I'm super nothing ending up becoming a suitable target for like since like newborn dogs just like Jim for the might have only send out to like gather and capture individuals around that account or like sitting uh with like data with like picture power look like at least like a document like with the box of the like the thing on the camera so like that like I'm maybe that just that exact not head of that because it's now able to that 6 or 3% due to the reason that special like special power like really getting better by like the newborn dolls of like just like the other possibility that I'm supposed to play and also and definitely it's go thinking so when okay not like they probably seeing that or like it's go like okay one that will be seeing that and that is like the that I'm not putting in friends and the clear like like current situation of like this lack of raising like picture but yeah, this might be definitely due to like because the different club network that is directly eventually ending up being part of like the main mission and being part of like the main gang of like who's going through while eventually they will be setting up to like to come about to like bring down maybe like one by the neck and bring that ten like the staff made up like to like most likely even training to this as well and is thing as well that they're joining and being part of that the gang that's good it's going through and basically in by then that they brought to a connection of awareness about like the source of, about like the concept of like the source writing and so it is a meaning like reconnecting and like the application and so like in scenario for those scenario that I'm bringing and that way according to my different terms of putting like you know with like classmates of that to go but for terms of different from that that's the as well like no like later thing and that exceptional enough for them and physical within them which all until different like to have of like training which is getting updated and that here like getting like the training absolutely ready to face that symptom of it like scenario for the navigator anything else.